What's good people, and welcome back to the channel here on Crewboy Productions. My name is BK, and this is the Silly, Nerdy, and Wordy Podcast, episode number 68. And this is a spoiler review of the new Netflix film from Tyler Perry called Straw. Again, a spoiler review of the new Netflix film from Tyler Perry named Straw. What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing very well. Back here with another episode. I've just finished watching this film on Netflix, so I'm going to just get right into it. And before I do, first of all, Tyler Perry signed a multi-year deal with Netflix back in 2023 to create new TV series and films. And this film here is the second of those films that I have seen. I haven't seen any of the TV series, but the first one was 6888. That premiered on Netflix back in December 2024, late last year. I did see that film, enjoyed that film, and if you want to hear my thoughts about that film, you can certainly go back and check that episode out. It is episode number 56. It is an audio-only episode. That is before I made the decision to come on the video side. I will link that episode in the description, so check it out. And now, of course, this is the second film in that Netflix deal, Straw, and this film was written and directed by Tyler Perry himself, and it stars, in terms of the cast, Taraji P. Henson, Tanya Taylor, Sherry Shepard, Sinbad, Rockman Dunbar, Glynn Turman, Mike Merrill, and Derek Phillips, among many others, but that is the main cast that I'll mention. And for me, this was a good watch. And it was a hard watch as an African American, but normally when I say those things, that's typically for those period pieces set in different times. However, this was in the current day in 2025. And stand out for me for this, most definitely the lead, Taraji P. Henson, but also Tanya Taylor, who played the Detective Raymond character. She was a standout for me, enjoyed her performance as well. And the tone of this film, I thought it was the appropriate tone and seriousness of it. And for me, I believe Tyler Perry just took the inspiration from this film. I don't know if it was anything personal in his life, maybe so, maybe not. But this film, this story, in terms of everything that happened to Taraji P. Henson's character, is a reflection of life. It is a reflection of what many people go through and all the different types of adversity that happens with many single moms, single parents, single guardians, single dads, perhaps. And the way he did this, normally sometimes one or two, maybe even three of these things could happen to a person. But for what Taraji P. Henson's character went through to have all of these things happen, all of these things going against her in terms of being a single African-American woman, single African-American mom with a child that has medical issues, that has expensive medicine, that has a minimum wage job. She is just doing everything she can to support her daughter. Her boss is really terrible. And the actor Glynn Turman did a really good job in making you hate him. So he performed that very well. And of course, the writing helped also. And then also getting towards the end of the film, the actor Derek Phillips, when his FBI character came in, he also did a great job of making you hate him. And just all these things going against her, being run off the road, which ended up being by a cop, and then having her car taken away, and then not being able to pay her rent, having her clothes and all her things, including her daughter's medicine, thrown out the window in the rain, and then not being able to get her check because she had to go and check her own kid. and be late to that and have all these things happen to her, then be fired, then be blamed for this robbery that wasn't her fault, and then just all the things that she went through. It was just a rough day. And so when she gets to the bank, you have a complete understanding of why she's doing what she's doing. But not also, you see all that happen before she gets to the bank. Then she has the conversation on the phone with Detective Raymond, with Tanya Taylor's character, and she says all of that, and every one of the hostages in the bank, as well as one of the hostages put her cell phone on live, so the whole world, you saw everybody was watching it, so you saw the details, and everybody felt her pain. And Tyler Perry really just took the things that many African-American women, single women, go through each day to have all these types of adversities happen and just trying to make it. And so she goes into this bank just to cash her check, and then obviously she ends up staying there and holding them hostage, and then also having the mistake of thinking that she has a bomb when it's not a bomb, it's just her child's science project. And this is just all, to me, it was good writing, good execution by the actors, particularly Taraji P. Henson. And I like the relationship that was built and developed with Taraji P. Henson and Sherry Shepherd's character. Obviously, it is a hostage situation, but she still understood her. And then also in the second act of the film, there is a line that Taraji says to Sherry Shepherd's character. She says every black woman always has something to get over. And that was a deep cut, because that is true. And again, great writing by Tyler Perry and his team. The relationship that Sherry Shepherd developed with Taraji P. Henson's character, I like that. And then obviously the connection with the Detective Raymond and Taraji's character, that was good, and that hit home for the detective character as well. And this was just, as they say, art imitating life, and this was Tyler Perry's way of showing that. And then you get towards the end of the film, you see multiple misdirects, and then almost you could say not a premonition, but a future dream that she had when the FBI stormed in, and she eventually dies, but that ends up being a daydream that did not happen. But then you see the misdirect that during all this time, her daughter actually passed away. And so as she was taking her daughter to school and having to go check on her daughter and all those things, it was a hallucination because her daughter passed away. And it's just, you feel for this character. You don't want to rob a bank or take hostages, but you have an understanding of what she's doing, why she's doing it. Almost like when you see villains in different movies, and you get their explanation of why they're doing what they're doing, even though it is wrong, but you understand why they're doing it because you get their meaning. So Tyler Perry, with his writing and his team, did a really good job of explaining her reasonings before what she was doing, why she was doing it, and then also explaining it again in case you didn't understand. So he made sure that you understood her struggle, and it made you feel her struggle. So this was a good watch. It was a hard watch. Structurally, I don't really have too many notes. I would say at the beginning, as they're leaving the apartment, as she's dropping her off at school in the beginning, I do like the music choices, very appropriate. I like the tone of this film, the seriousness of this film, and again, the actors. In terms of Glynn Turman and Derek Phillip, the grocery store supervisor and the FBI agent that came in at the end, they performed their role really well, made you hate them. So, and then Tanya Taylor's character, enjoyed her performance as well. And this was a good, solid movie that makes you think a little bit as well, and just gives you a little bit of a reminder. It's a good Netflix movie, solid movie. Great job by Tyler Perry and everyone involved in front and behind the camera. And this film also definitely had my attention at the beginning and just throughout the whole film. And the pacing of this film was just moving along as it was going. No slow moments. Definitely like that. And this was under 2 hours. So very good pacing as well for this drama. So that is all I have to say about this film. I hope you have enjoyed my thoughts. I hope you were able to take a little bit of break. And if you want to see more, again, I do spoiler reviews, other things, for instance, like the 688 movie that Tyler Perry released back in December. Link that in the description. And I'll also be doing theater reviews as I see the shows, as I will be seeing Les Mis in July, and I'll have future guests coming as well, and other deep dives into different aspects of film and some TV and a little bit of entertainment news. So if you like what you're hearing, you can like and subscribe. Leave me your thoughts. Did you see this movie? What did you think about it? Let me know what you thought, and let me know your thoughts about the channel. And if you want to listen, you can certainly listen. This podcast is on Spotify, is on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Just search for the Silly, Nerdy, and Wordy podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and you can certainly listen. Just follow the podcast, leave a review, leave a rating, and enjoy. So that's all I have for you today, everyone. And until next time, we will talk soon.